These two poems are taken from my collection, Local Colour. Cover by me. The first is called Waiting. Holding on to the open door's edge, he points his toe into his boot. She yells, "Hang on." Night's sleeplessness is a lead weight hanging between his ears. Cotton mist presses down every outside sound. A red geranium beside the down-curved step has one round leaf cupping last evening's rain. She comes busily from inside, full of new mother importance. She, her own self, has given life. And with the glow of a lover renewed, she grips onto his arm and pecks his cheek. Her relaxing smile watches his slow tread up between the creosoted dark half-doors of the calf sheds and the stone walls of the old barn. She waits. At the cough grunt of the tractor starting, she turns. And the second one is called another farming one. It's so nice outside. Back from the fields in a bottom-stained boiler suit, and with the tractor, quiet now, parked in the newly concreted yard by the barn. As he follows his wife around the trimmed and edged garden, his farmer's sausage fingers obediently bend a bloom to within nose's reach. He himself smells of diesel and dung. She has him sit in the sun on a hardwood bench, brings him his glistening lunch on a plastic tray, along with a glossy magazine that advertises just about every mechanical device the modern farmer could need. That's it. Two poems now from my collection, Speculations and Changes. The first poem is called Adiona. Night's one bat finds dark, folds the translucent leather of its wings into soft black purse pleats. Pollen gold of early morning sunlight finds holes to shine through. From here now this wall-less space to dream in will have 8 rooks seeming to be sat the day long on the oak's dyed-back branches, while wasps back and forth will rebuild the paper dome of their badger-clawed home. Paddock sheep, conditioned to respond to sight of man with bucket, will, bleating, stampede. Man, finding another route, will have his curiosity attracted by the roadside red of newly gnawed bones. A fatally damaged butterfly will also have this power. And, out of its twitching sleep, piece by piece and part by part, cave's furry bat will unfold, let go its wing-strung feet, and again in this our age of silent despair, the crying out loud, the gulping sobs belong to a moment, require an audience. Night's bone-headed insects will come, rattling against the lit black glass. And the second poem will be This Is Your Life. Wherever you go on planet Earth, you will be laughed at by magpies, woodpeckers, kookaburras. Statistically, it is not given to all of us to be there at history's junctions. You will be on side roads, out of sight, and you will die in a room full of people, all with their backs to you. Try again. I'm read 2 poems from Problems and Polemics, my collection on mental health, one of my collections that is. Poems are on facing pages, and the first is called We. In the bleak uncertainty of reason beyond courtesy and manners, in the not quite connectedness of this universe, it is our madnesses that we share. They dissect cats to find out what makes people sick. A conceit of the self-declared sane is that they control their own existence. They were taught to ask the right questions the ones the teachers can answer. They study rats to find out what makes people tick, then seek ways to turn people into rats. While here we are, shouting in the streets or incomprehensible to ourselves in the comfort of asylums, the last pagans. And the other one, I have to say before I read it that I was quite proud of being a psychiatric nurse. It may not sound like it here. This one's called We All Swim in the One Sea. Psychiatry cannot be isolated from the society it serves. Mental illness is a disease primarily of the powerless, even suicide seen as symptomatic of sociological states, despair as a statistic. Because someone may be in hospital doesn't mean that they are ill. Often they are assumed to be unwell solely because they are in hospital. So do doctors and nurses become accomplices to insanity, reliant for a living upon their own diagnoses. Thank you.